Well, I first want to talk to you about what's happening throughout the East Coast. It has been remarkable the last 2 days of this blizzard. State of emergency declared in, among other states, Virginia, as well North Carolina. I think that Atlanta and Raleigh-Durham has seen snow for the first time in its history on Christmas. And here in New York, well, the city is blanketed. People are warned to stay home, but I do have to thank the staff of Democracy Now!, who somehow, by hook or by crook, made it to the studios to make sure that this broadcast took place. Well, here, we start with my colleague, Sharif. Sharif, senior producer, how did you get here this morning? Most people are not working in Manhattan.
Well, Amy, after I walked out of the building, the snow was knee-high. I had to force the door open, and we trudged through the snow to the Williamsburg Bridge, where I hitchhiked and got a ride from, actually I have his card here, very nice guy, John Ramirez, who works at Citigroup. He drove us across the bridge, and then from there I had to walk and found another cab to take us uptown. There was cars sliding all over the place. There were snowplows trying to begin to clear the city, but it was one of the most difficult days I've had getting to work.
I'm glad you made it. So, Flip, how did you get in today?
I got in on the bicycle.
Why doesn't it surprise me that you made it no matter where you are?
Well,
So this is your bicycle?
Yep.
And most people would not have ridden a bike to work in one of the biggest snowstorms in our history.
It was actually pretty easy. I followed the plows, and it was just easy. We just rolled right down 9th Ave. It wasn't that bad a ride at all.
Well, thanks for making it.
Police thought that was a good idea too. They were all, as they were pushing their cars and those little 3-wheel things, they were trying to push one of them out, and I just rode by with the bicycle, and it was kind of humorous. So I was like, sorry, officer, I can't help you push.
Green is always a dream. So it was easier than the blackout?
Oh yeah, way easier, way easier, way easier. It wasn't like crazy things, so.
Well, thanks so much, Flip. Okay, so here we come up to the people behind the scenes who make this show happen. Okay, now Hugh Gran, where'd you come from and how'd you make it? You're still wearing scarf and hat.
Yeah, I took the E train, which is running, on West 4th Street and got off at 23rd, so I'm very lucky.
But you brought your entire snowman's outfit.
Yep.
I see you were completely ready.
I was ready to troop it, but I didn't have to, thank God.
Now, Elizabeth, you hail from the People's Republic of Brooklyn.
This is true, Amy.
So how did you come in today? What time did you start making your way?
About 5:10.
Uh-huh. And where'd you go?
I went to the Snowstorm stop of the AC train and had a little bit of a wait, maybe like 40 or 50 minutes. And then the A train ran on the local track and I got here. Just like that.
Thank you for your dedication.
No problem, Amy. Anytime. Almost.
Here is Nicole Salazar, still in that hat. Hi, Nicole. Was it hard getting into work?
It was a little bit impossible. I thought I was going to have to walk from Brooklyn.
Well, first of all, you weren't even supposed to be here today. Steve Martinez is in a state of emergency.
Right.
It's called the state of New Jersey.
He lives in New Jersey, and he was going to take the day off, and I was gonna take the day off. He was going to come in, but last night we decided that was a little bit impossible. So rather than him come from there, I just walked and hitchhiked from Brooklyn. First time hitchhiking in all my life living in New York.
Okay, your parents may be watching. Do you think they'll mind?
That I hitchhiked? I think they'll get over it. I think they'll be very happy to see that we're all here and doing okay.
Okay. Hani Massoud, how did you make it here on this snowy day?
Well, let's see, I slept for about an hour, and then Miss Goodman gave me a call, just in time before I got into my 3rd level of sleep. And
before you knew what you were doing, you were asleep, or is it sleet walking?
well, I was doing something, but the phone was ringing, and I answered by mistake, I guess. It was a natural instinct. So I, let's see, what did I do? So I walked across 116th Street, because the 6th train was kind of congested, so I walked to the 2 train line. I can't even speak straight, I'm too tired. I just walked to the 2 train and took it in. It wasn't too bad, it was a little slow, but it wasn't too bad.
We should sort of explain that you were here through the night, so you know the show better than anyone right now, at least visually.
I think it's almost there. I think everything's almost there. Might be a few headlines missing here and there, but overall, I think we'll be okay.
Thanks for coming in, honey. Were the subways fine once you got on
It was not
them?
bad. It's a little slow, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Thanks for making it.
Of course.
Kellon Innocent, you came from the Bronx?
Yes, I did.
So what was it like up there?
Well, I got out my house at 6:30, and no one was up yet. All the streets were there's still snow all around.
We were just talking about snow plows being plowed in. Any plows where you were?
Not where I am. Because I guess it's all side streets where I am, so I had to walk up all the snow to get over here.
And the subway?
The subway, well, I waited like half an hour for the train, and all the trains were local. So it took me forever to get down.
But they were there.
Yeah, they were.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
Were the subways packed?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was usually my stop, there's like seats all around, but it was all packed up early morning. Yeah.
So thank you for making it here.
No problem. My pleasure.
Rockham Penny, you are the last man in here. Now, where did you come from?
Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
How did you make it from Crown Heights into Manhattan?
With like ski Eskimos, you know, like the dogs and the dog sled.
Walking to the subway, what was it like?
It was post-apocalyptic. There was garbage trucks spun out, buried in snow. People were just sleeping in their cars along the road. So there was like this line of cars in the street on New York Avenue. People just sleeping in them. They couldn't move anymore.
Any snowplows?
They were stuck too.
Yeah, they were.
So none of the streets in my neighborhood have been plowed because the snowplow has gotten stuck. I don't know what time it got stuck, but it's as deep in the snow as anything else is. So.
And then once you made it to the subway, fine?
It was fun.
Which train?
MTA, man. A train. Took the A.
That's it. Where there's the A, there's a way.
That's right. So MTA, I give them props, you know. Gotta give respect to the MTA.
Well, I give you props, Ra. Thanks for coming in.
I figured I'd be the only one coming in. So. I was gonna let you down.
A few of us thought we'd join you. Brenda, so first of all, happy birthday, but what was it like? What was it like coming to work?
It was, my entire street is snowed in. There are no cars. You had to walk through an entire, like, foot of snow down the block. And once I finally made it to 7th Avenue, it was clear. But it's a blizzard outside. It's unbelievable.
Well, thanks for that breaking news. It's a blizzard outside, folks. And then there is Nick Gilla, who came from Crown Heights as well. Nick, how'd you make it?
What are you doing?
I had to trudge through waist-high snow and wait for the train for probably 25 minutes.
Well, thank you for getting here. There you have it, the very trusty crew that rolls out Democracy Now! Every day. And special thanks also to Diana Sands and Vesta Godars, who made it after that little documentary. Yes, we are in a massive blizzard along the East Coast. We'll talk about global warming later. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report.